welcome back and all that. Hope you're well, hope you're enjoying them. So, cut to the chase, get to the point. So, today's job, we've got a grant for 250 metres, have we, of walling, something like that. We've got to go and root that out. I'll explain a bit more whilst we're over there doing it and what have you. But no, so today's job, go get that wall rooted out. So to do that, got to fire up the iron ores. We'll first job will be swap the bucket to a bigger bucket and change that bucket to a bucket that's over in front of that tractor, make it easier. I talk as though I'll be doing the driving. We all know I won't. We all know Herbie's will do the driving. This is his baby. Nobody else is allowed to touch it. But you know, we look like we do at times. It's okay. So I'll do a lot of standing at the side. But no, he'll come, knock it down. I'll be there with a pick probably. But anyway, so meet you there.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough. I wanna live right now. Baby, I'm as young as the night. I wanna dance right now. On the floor, I feel so.
So there we go, finally made it. What we're on with is I've pulled a ruck of copers off already. Your copers are your stones that sit on top of the wall, like on that wall over road there. There's like a bit more of a fancier top, isn't there? You see. So what I'll do now is I'll come and knock all this down this way here, up to the gate. It's opposite that gate. The gate is there, and we'll knock it down, and obviously then we'll pick the bottom out, and then he'll come and build it up. We have got to do all this right up to that barn. There's like 250 metres here, do, but he reckons he's coming for just 90 of them. So we're going to do, well, he says come for a bit, so up to the gate's 90, about 95, so we'll do that. But like I say, what we'll do is we'll come now, do all the heavy work with the digger, knock the wall over, and then we'll come in the bottom and then pick it out, and then he can build it back. When Gary comes building, he can build it back on that base again. Then we'll take it out to the corner there. I'll do that behind that tree by hand. Well, like I say, I'll do most of this with a digger here. I've still got a few copers take off up there, but that's not a big job. I say chuck them out, and then the idea is, because I say it's a bit of a rough cobbly wall, well, he'll build it up, he'll make a better job out of it. And the idea is over by that tree there, there's a gate and stuff that needs widening and doing one or two bits. So, and I've got a bit of surplus stone. I can bring the stone. We'll make it a bit higher when it's done. Like it'll look a better. Like I make it look a better job, a bit more stock proof. So it'll save, because obviously when we put them in here every year, I have to run this electric out. Well, if we do a proper wall, it'll save me a job there, and it'll be better and more stock proof for everything in the long term. No, so what we'll do is, like I say, I'll get digging. I'm up now to where I've got to put my copers on. Take my copers off, should I say. That piece. I've dug that out. Like I say, it looks a bit rough. But I'll come down and I'll pick like that. I'll take that stone out with a pick. I'll just pick down there a bit. It shouldn't be so bad then, like I say, it'll be just coming out pretty clean. It is a bit of a gutter here side of the road. It'll take no harm. But anyway, we'll have a quick explanation whilst we're here. That is a small runty one, but that is what we call a coping stone. I see, that's your flat edge. That'll sit on top of the wall like it is there, and it'll just stops animals coming rubbing your rough-uns off. Obviously, sheen, it's called a coping stone. I don't know what it's called elsewhere in the world, in the country. Different names, isn't there, for different things? But I see that's what they are. Well, if we chuck them off, sometimes you'll say they aren't big enough, and you'll put them in the wall. But we have got from ploughing and stuff. We have got like a quantity of big rougher stones that we can chisel up, knock about a bit, and make them into good copers. And then they'll do a good job on top of the wall. But like I say, we'll chuck them off now, and then hopefully I'll get a section of wall done before milking then. And then it's just a case of coming across and picking it all out then. And up to now, I'm still being allowed to drive the digger. And that there in Staffordshire is what we call a cheeky end. That's the Billy took to gate post, so it isn't touching your gate post, so obviously gate post gets no weight on it. But obviously this is like a neat finish then, and how it is the end stones are built. Hold on. Get out the van into the wind. The end stones are built like that, look, you go long ways. Like that then. And your next layer looks is long ways, and then that one's lengthways, and then the bottom's the same. Get back in the van, I have to shut it out the wind. Because the idea behind that is it adds strength to your wall then. But no. But anyway. But yes, that there now is all picked out, and well, there's enough picked out. There's not all picked out, but there's enough picked out for it to make a start at. I've got to just pull a bit out of that bottom end. But like I say, that's be there. Then you come build this and make a good job of it. What it is on that wall now is because of single farm payment going, and so the farmers can keep getting payments. There's now DEFRA giving you grants for other things like roofing muck holes and feed areas over, and bits of concrete and stuff, and wall building and fencing. And some people complain that, like, when you used to get single farm payment, you used to get paid, well, we used to get like 18,000-20,000 on it, somewhere around there. I mean, that way on smaller payments around here, there'd be people getting a lot more than that. And you used to get that, spend it how you want. Whereas now, obviously DEFRA and government have put it through as grants. So you have to spend, so you get your money. So you can still get, like a year, we can still draw your 18, your 20,000s a year in grants. But obviously you've then got to put the money to where like to where they say sort of thing, and that's what's offending a few people, upsetting one or two, because there's certain people who don't want to spend the money on the fencing, don't want to spend the money on the wall building. You know, I mean, we've got a lot of good walls because we've already done that through ESA and through other grants. We've already had. I know when I was little, we used to have like 110 metres a year of walling built. Well, we've built most of the walls now. There isn't many rough walls that are like our back, like the ones that are our responsibilities. When you look at deeds, obviously some of the other ones are a bit rough, but they aren't technically our responsibility. Like, but then like the fencing and stuff, like I say, we've done again the fencing that's our responsibility. We've done. It's the other fencing, like the bits that aren't ours are still a bit shaggy, like, but the I mean, that's who does that, like the but no, so but on this walling, you draw about 27.50 a metre, and obviously the wall builder will charge about 30, perhaps 32, and that's another argument with some people. Some people say, well, you're not getting your wall for free because you're having to pay for it, but you're not actually having to pay for it, are you? Because it should be £30 a metre. You're only paying £2.50 after the grant for that. But then the other thing that offends, I say, riles a lot of people is just, but as farmers, we've done this to ourselves by trying to play the system. You don't draw your money till your work's done. So I've got 250 metres of wall here at £30 a metre. So I've got to pay £7.5 Does that add up? 250, yeah, £7.5 isn't it? I've got to pay that out before I will draw my 27.50 back. Before I draw a penny back, I've got to pay that out. And folks say, well, I shouldn't have to. Folks say I should. I mean, some of these people will say, well, you've claimed it, you should get that. That's irrelevant, you should have it. But that's not how it works, is it? You've got to do the work before you get the money. And so there's always a big outlay. It's like now, they are good, your grants are. There was a muck store grant on for doing muck holes, making it all more slurry and stuff. And it was a 50% grant, which is fantastic. I mean, minimum spend 100,000. Well, like, how many farmers, everyday farmers, have got that amount? And like I say, one or two of the amounts that you've got to spend to get your money, it's just colossal. And then the other thing is, another thing that's annoying with them is 3-4 years ago, we brought the dribble bar on a grant. We got that as a part of, on a grant. We got the price, guaranteed for how many months. We went and did it, brought it, got them grant money. When folk realised you could get them on grants, your dealers put them up by the 40%. So all of a sudden, your £10,000 drill bar that you were getting £4,000 for was 14,000 because they realised that more folk were going to be after them. So they was then claiming the £4,000, weren't they? They were then claiming your grant money off you. So you were no better off for doing it like. And I said that's where it was a bit of a con, really. But no, they do work. I say they do benefit you where you can get them and stuff, and there's helpful at times. Like I say, sometimes you're just claiming a grant for the sake of it to get the thing. But if you're not doing that and you're being wise, claiming and getting grants for things you actually need and want, it's benefiting you, isn't it? But anyway, that's enough for 1 week, I feel. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop me a like and a subscribe. And bring a friend along. Tell them to come and join us. And do. But no, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's been a good one. Don't forget to ring the bell. And yeah, keep it real. I'll see you next Saturday at 6. Ciao.